the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Doris Burke courtside. Next to me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr in the booth. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. The backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Davis and Ashik control the paint. And it's Evans in at the small forward position.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they'd lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Evans with it. Guarded now by Irving. Holiday dishes to Evans. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Gordon outside, and he gets it to go.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Outside Irving. Passes it to Verjao. And Waiters kicks to Irving. Ashik pulls it in.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Gordon, the basket good off the assist from Evans. Gordon's got 5.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now, here is Irving. Love with the screen on Holiday. Irving kicks to James. From 12 feet out, buries the jump shot.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Holiday kicks to Evans. Davis setting the pick for Evans. Back to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another 3 for New Orleans. LeBron with it. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, I briefly spoke with David Blatt. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Gordon, following the basket by Kevin Love. And Holiday, here we go. Here's Davis. Tries again, and he lays it up and in.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Now, here is Irving. Inside. And Verjao kicks to Irving. Here's Waiters. Pass to Irving. Tries again. Excellent D there from Holiday. Pelicans leading by 6. And there's the pass to Davis. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Evans outside. Back to Gordon. Outside Holiday. Off target from three-point range. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
And here's Evans, following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Evans passes to Ashik. Back to Evans. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Gordon, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gordon's got 7 points.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Here's Irving. That's good.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Pelicans leading by 3.
New Orleans looked a lot better overall as a team last year than they had the years before, but still a very young club, and it hurt them when they had to travel to not play well on the road.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
So it's the Pelicans now. The Cavaliers making the shot. Davis with a screen on Irving. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Back to Holiday. He dishes it to Evans. And Holiday, here we go. Rebound by Anderson Varejao. The Pelicans did run into trouble on the road, as you hinted at, Clark. Only 12 road wins on the year for them.
Yeah, they struggled through a number of tough injuries to key personnel. Amazingly, though, that was an improvement from the year before. So you can be patient. Maybe one more year with this young group as it develops and matures, and they'll be ready to turn the corner.
Here's Holiday, following the basket by Kevin Love. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Cavaliers leading 3-on-3. Here's James. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Holiday dishes to Gordon. He kicks to Evans. Davis setting the pick for Evans. Holiday left side. Shot to stop the run. Cavaliers with the rebound. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving. And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Bit of a controversial statement last year when LeBron said that there are no longer any real rivalries in the NBA anymore. It seemed off at first, but he might have a point.
Pelicans trailed by 5. And the logic LeBron used in making that rivalry statement was that all of these players, Clark, have known each other for so long, coming up through amateur tournaments, AAU and the like.
And not to mention, Kevin, that with how free agency is structured now, there's a lot more player movement going on. Still, I can't get 100% on board with what he said, because there are teams that clearly don't like each other.
Raiders against Gordon. Back to Holiday. Here's the screen. 5 on the clock. Get that out of here.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Irving drives in. And it's good. Now it's a 7-point Cleveland lead.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Davis sets a screen. Gordon kicks to Holiday. Back to Gordon. He feeds it to Evans. Davis with a screen on James. Here's Evans. And against the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Evans has got 5 now.
Evans getting it done with that sweet stroke.
Irving against Holiday. Varejao setting the pick for Irving. Varejao up top. Kicks it to Love. Fader on the way. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Yeah, it's the kind of start you want every game, but of course you rarely get it.
Holiday, the pass to Gordon. Back to Holiday. Evans outside. In the corner, it's Gordon for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. 10 points for Eric Gordon.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Irving with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Verjao with a screen on Evans. Pass to Davis. Evans up top. Covered by LeBron. Evans kicks to Gordon. He shoots again. He takes it up and lays it in. Now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Now here is Irving. James outside. And they double up James. Love wide open. He fires. Another three for Cleveland.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Pelicans trail by 5. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Verjao. Marion comes in for Kevin Love. Mike Miller's checked in for Waiters. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Asha. Salmons comes in for Tyreek Evans. Fredette, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Salmons. Rivers dishes to Fredette. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's off the glass and in.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Thompson, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Rivers. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Thompson, a screen on Rivers. James kicks to Thompson. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Tristan Thompson, a really nice hustle player and defender. Chance to be a double-double guy, but you know, as a former number 4 pick overall, I think expectations were probably a little too high for him, and he's turned into a very solid NBA player.
And Thompson, with really good length and athleticism, I still think he's developing his footwork and craftiness inside as far as understanding how to create angles to get his shot off. But he's young, and there's plenty of time, and he's shown plenty of promise.
And he makes both free throws. And Thompson made progress on his mid-range jump shot in year 2. Then last season, Steve, he switched his shooting hand entirely.
And, you know, pretty impressive results for year 1 of the experiment. I mean, that's where you never know. He could become a much better shooter over time with that right hand. We'll see.
The dish now to Fredette. Feeds it to Rivers. Pass to Fredette. Just 4 to shoot. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. It gave him a wide open look there.
Cavaliers leading. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Miller with a screen on Rivers. On the wing, James. High post shot. Here's Thompson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got 6.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Now, here is Fredette. 5 points in the game. Davis, the pass to Anderson. Made it on the run, too. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
The drive by James. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Now, last season, he made good on about 3 of every 4 free throws, almost exactly 75%.
And the first one at the line is good. The Pelicans making a switch here. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Now, here is Fredette. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
Cleveland leading by 3. They've got LeBron James. Tristan Thompson is out there with Marion. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Miller in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now here's James. To the inside. Marion dishes to Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, last season, Tristan Thompson made the decision to change his shooting hand, Clark. He went from shooting with his left to now shooting with his right hand.
Yeah, I've not heard of anything quite like that before, but he improved his free throw shooting substantially as a result of the change, and he gets to the line fairly often, so I think that's a nice development. I love that young man's work ethic and what he brings to a team in terms of rebounding and physicality.
I think LeBron's going to like playing with him.
I agree.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Well, Thompson is ambidextrous. You know, he throws the baseball right-handed, writes with his left. And you got to give him credit for taking a chance with a whole new method of shooting, and it's paying dividends.
Now, here is Fredette. 6 to shoot. Selman's no luck.
Got a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Here's James. Pelicans with the rebound. Ashik's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And Thompson prone to getting the shot blocked inside despite his length and athleticism. You know, being ambidextrous, you would think that he at some point developed that ability to be a better finisher inside with either hand. We'll see.
Now here is Davis. Rivers kicks to Selmans. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
And it's Thompson with the jam. A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do. Well, the fact that Austin Rivers improved substantially in his second season and still has a long way to go tells you how rough his rookie season was. Still a volume scorer, but he's showing signs of being an NBA player, and that's more than you could say 2 seasons ago.
In Austin Rivers, the son of Clippers head coach Doc Rivers, taken 10th back in 2012. His pedigree certainly played a part in that.
Yeah, it certainly did, no doubt about it. That cuts both ways when you've got a famous last name, but Rivers not the explosive athlete that his father was. He is a creative ball handler. He's got to continue to develop his shot and understanding how to be effective at this level, and I think you've still got to give him some time to see if that can happen.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for James. Dion Waiters comes in for Miller, and Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
The Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
Irving. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
Rivers passes to Smith. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, gentlemen, Anthony Davis is not yet a household name, but he's quickly becoming an elite talent. Coach Monty Williams said there are a few power forwards that are rated ahead of him, but the key is winning. When we win, people are going to see how much better he is than those guys. He's right there with the best in the league. Such a bright young career, Kevin.
A superstar in the making, Doris. Thank you. Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated, putting in the effort this year.
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. With LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play. He's got the clout of his championship ring. The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different and high level.
And here's Rivers. Evans outside. Floats one up. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. Love with a wide open look. And another three for Cleveland.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Sean Marion with 15 years in the NBA, a very good 15 years, basically talked about retiring even though he was still playing well at the conclusion of last season. Although I guess he did have a change of heart.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Ryan Anderson, who's checked in for Davis. And it's Holiday in for Austin Rivers. And Holiday, here we go. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
And Marion, a 4-time All-Star, one of the most athletic and versatile players in league history. Still an excellent role player, even after all these years.
And Marion has made a good chunk of change over his career. A lot of money. He said he wanted to walk away while he could still walk.
Yeah, well, he can't walk, and his game certainly could still walk and talk. An excellent defender, an energy player, a stat sheet stuffer. I'm quite pleased that he hasn't decided to hang him up yet.
And Cleveland making a change here. Verajau's checked in. Both free throws good from Drew Holiday.
Well, you look at Drew Holiday's shooting percentage last season, good across the board, but his rate of three-pointers and free throws relatively low. If he can make those a bigger part of his offensive game plan, he could really take off.
Irving, good.
This is outrageous. Every shot they're taking right now seems to be finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They are absolutely rolling.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Smith. The feed to Evans. Fires from the line. Tries again. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Ryan Anderson.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
And for Holiday, an excellent catch and shoot player, Clark from outside.
And that's really been a nice fit with the personnel in New Orleans. With other guards who work well with the ball in their hands, Holiday equally effective playing off the ball.
Evans with it. Sean Marion covering. Evans kicks to Holiday. Evans goes in. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
I agree, and great offense, too. A lot of three-point shots right from the beginning. This team seems to have the touch tonight.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 11. Marion, a screen on Smith. Here's Waiters, and again it's Cleveland.
You know, from that in-between range, they've actually been the much hotter team.
Well, when you make perimeter shots and knock down those jumpers, it opens up everything else.
Here's Holiday. Anderson, a screen on Irving. Holiday dishes to Smith. Pass to Anderson. Deflects the pass. Irving with the steal. Right side Irving. Love with the screen on Holiday. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
Well, Clark, a bit of a down year shooting-wise for Kyrie Irving last season.
Yeah, it sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership, too. I mean, the chemistry in Cleveland, not really where it needed to be, kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. And Irving is still young and has a lot on his shoulders and maybe started to show some of the frustration with the expectations and demands that have been placed on him. But now, you know, as he continues to grow as a leader, having LeBron James there and some other veterans who've come in should really help smooth that out for the young standout.
Both free throws good for Irving. And for Irving, a chance to learn from the best player in the world. On winning more games, I think it'll really help his development as a player and a leader, too.
That's guaranteed.
Now, here is Holiday. Holiday, left side. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Now, here's Waiters. This is DeLove. The rebound by Anderson. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Smith. For Cleveland, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. That free throw good from Kevin Love.
Well, Kevin Love is really a player who I think befuddles pundits because the numbers say he's a superstar, probably a top 5 player, but then he's never been to the playoffs. To that, I would simply say basketball is a team game. Individuals don't take teams to the playoffs. So despite that, there are some left wondering if his numbers are greater than his actual impact on the team. I'm not one of them.
Gordon kicks to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Gordon. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And for Love, the other reason for the skepticism, he's not a chiseled, overpowering athlete. He's not flashy. Maybe he doesn't look like a superstar, but his game speaks for itself, just the strength and the skill. You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Irving with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Holiday against Waiters. Holiday attacking, loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Holiday's got 6 here in this quarter. And one thing for sure, last season the Timberwolves were a disaster when Kevin Love went to the bench.
That's for sure, Kevin. I mean, when he was on the floor, they outscored opponents significantly. When he sat, their offense basically imploded.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Another finish at the bottom of the division for the Pelicans last year, but they showed that they're working towards something, and I think they could be a playoff team in the coming years.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He told the huddle they need to go hard to the hoop whenever possible to either draw fouls or get high percentage looks right at the 10. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Waiters passes to Irving. 16 feet away. Here's Varejao. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Varejao's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And from a numbers standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Shot's good by Waiters. Waiters got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Holiday goes in. That drops. Here's Waiters. He's got 6. Marion outside. The pass to Varejao. Marion kicks to Irving. Releases. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 12. And Holiday, here we go. The shot by Evans, nobody around. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. And that's 11 points for Tyreke Evans. Cleveland's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Varejao with it. He dishes it to Irving. Back to Varejao. He kicks to Irving. The 3, down to 5 on the shot clock. Pelicans trail by 12. Anderson dishes to Holiday. He feeds it to Gordon. Back to Holiday. And there's the foul on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Varejao. James comes in for Kevin Love. Mike Miller's checked in for Sean Marion. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Dion Waiters. Anderson kicks to Fredette. Can't get it to go. Good D by Irving. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Fredette. He has 5. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Fredette's got 7.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Kicks it to Miller. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dellavedova. And another miss by Cleveland.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
Now, here's Salmons. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Fredette. A floater. Here's Anderson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, and that kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
New Orleans shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. First free throw is good.
Oh my God.
You know, Ryan Anderson really was set up to have a big year last year. When he was on the floor, he was a laser, an absolute dead-eye shooter. But when you look at last season, all you can really take away is that he struggled to stay healthy.
Kevin Love's checked in for Irving. And both free throws good for Anderson.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And that injury for Ryan Anderson, scary stuff. Hit from behind by Gerald Wallace. I can picture it in my mind right now on that rebound play. And Steve suffered a herniated disc in his neck.
That never saw it coming. It was really a scary injury, and obviously we hope that Ryan is back and healthy because he's a great player and still so young. I mean, he's got a ton of great basketball left in him and one of the best floor spacing foremen in the NBA.
Here's Dellavedova. The dish to James. Feeds to Dellavedova. Passes it to Miller. Drills the baseline jumper.
Well, he had that height separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
And that concludes the first half. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 7. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play this second half?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
Anthony, thank you. Guys, it should be all business when you step between the lines.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.